Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com, and in this video we're going to talk about the heavy topic of peace and death. Now before I begin, please hit subscribe below and hit the bell for notifications so you know when I put out a new video. Now, peace and death. Now this is a topic that I don't believe is being talked about enough amongst the cancer survivor community or amongst the community of patients also, because there's a real issue of dealing with your own mortality. And I want to make sure that you understand that there is a combination between the two, and why I think it's important for you to really understand what your mortality is and how understanding that can actually bring you really deep, meaningful peace in your life. Now, I've been kind of dealing with cancer for the last decade now. This past summer I had a reoccurrence happen, and for those of you that don't know, and it has led me to really assess a lot of things again in my life. And just like the first time I was diagnosed, it led me down a path of really conscious growth and understanding of everything. And then this time around, it really has led to a really deeper understanding, a deeper meaning to what it means to be alive and what it means to understand what death is. And there's so many aspects to this, and there's a lot of ways that you can actually comfort yourself and, in a sense, give yourself over to a higher calling, which is a lot of organized religion, and whether that's Christianity or Buddhism or Allah or whatever it is, right? It for me, it's a little bit of a deeper thing, and it's a deeper understanding of what it means to be alive. And I know now that I have been given a purpose in my life, and this purpose is to just share as much information as I understand it to you all. And by doing that, it has allowed me to free up a lot of the clutter that goes on in your own head. Now, don't get me wrong, it has taken a lot of time and a lot of energy to understand kind of the human psyche, and it's taken a lot of counseling sessions and just a lot of personal growth on my own to really feel comfortable with what death might mean to me and also my family. By having a little bit of purpose, by having a little bit of drive and a little bit of just will to do something good and to help as many people as I can has really allowed myself to feel what it means to have deep peace right now. This is the best I've ever really felt when it comes to just being okay with a lot of things. Now, in my last video, I talked about epiphanies or moments of clarity, and it all combines, right? Like, by understanding more and more and more about everything that's going on in my world for myself, I in turn am able to feel more confident in the decisions I make and in the people I surround myself with, and try to be that little bit of a beacon of hope for those of you out there that might be really feeling lost and not understanding what's going on. And it all started for me by just telling my story. And by telling my story, it is allowed a lot of stuff to really, it has allowed me to really just feel at peace with everything. And by doing these videos and writing my blog posts and stuff like that, it really, that's I feel like I'm working for something bigger than myself, and that's where I really kind of feel like I'm okay with what is happening now. It has been a little over 7 weeks since my last treatment for lymphoma. I did 23 rounds of radiation, and at this point I've done a total of 17 rounds since my whole cancer experience has begun. I've done a total of 17 rounds of chemotherapy, 1 autologous stem cell transplant, 23 rounds of radiation, countless procedures, surgeries, biopsies, and it has just taught me that, all the stuff I'm going through here is to really help benefit you out there. And because of that, I am more at peace with death than I have ever been in my life, because I know that if something happens tomorrow and I'm no longer here, I'm absolutely okay with it. And I'm okay with the fact that I may not that could happen, and to enjoy what life means right now in this moment. And that's really what it is. And that's why I feel like I am at so much peace internally with myself and with my surroundings and everything else than any other time in my past. And by acknowledging this and acknowledging that death, I'm not allowing death to have a huge grip over me and just eat away at me. I'm okay with what happens next. And am I going to go through pain for it? I sure hope not, but it could happen. And if so, then that's part of the cards that are dealt. But at the end of the day, because I feel this sense of clarity with things going on in my life, and with where I'm at and my position with my faith and my family, I'm at peace with myself. And that's why I truly believe that if you're able to get a handle on what it means to die and what your mortality means to you, you can ultimately really have peace in your life. And I tell you what, it's a beautiful feeling. And I will definitely be going through some other hard times. I will definitely be challenged and tested, in the future. But at this moment and at this time, I feel really good. I feel really strong, and I feel like, let's just continue the work and continue the life, because it sure is a lot of fun, and I'm not going to stop. So yeah, that's why I wanted to bring this up, and I know that a lot of you probably don't have quite the wherewithal yet to really understand what I'm talking about, but just I want you to know, and I want you to realize that there is a correlation between your mortality and finding peace in your life. So if you have any questions, by all means, hit me in the comment section below, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. But just so you know, I really appreciate your time and your energy into watching all the videos I make, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. So thank you again, and I will see you guys on the next video.